What is up, everyone? I'm Oblivio of I'm a Video, and this is the end of Crota's Raid. This only took us a week to do. This is footage from Sunday, so we did make it within the first week time frame. The picture that you see in the top right-hand corner is our first run-through, where I am not the sword bearer, and the second, the main video is the one where I am, so we can go over both and explain how to go about doing this. This is a very fast raid. It takes about 8 minutes. And any longer than that, and it goes into Enrage, and you're pretty much guaranteed death. So the first part you want to do, once you see the presence of Crota, is to get up on top to avoid crossfire from both sides. Guys will spawn on both sides. You first want to clear it out, and then you want to gather on the left staircase like we're doing in both of the playthroughs here. Someone's going to go and get the Chalice of Light. The Chalice of Light is the only way you can recover health. Now, you will see two doorways on top of a pillar. That is where Boomer Knights will spawn, and it spawns on both sides of the map. You need to make sure that you have someone designated to attack those only, and to call them out whenever they come out in case they need help, because those will kill you. Now, the key to this whole raid is teamwork. Lots and lots of teamwork. Someone's going to be a sword bearer, a designated sword bearer, and they are the only ones that can hurt Crota. So the moment they grab it, you have to make sure you coordinate downing Crota's shield and downing him just in the same amount of time it takes for the sword bearer to reach Crota and start attacking, because you have a very, very limited time frame in which you can attack this guy. Now, if you're the sword bearer, you need to wait until your designated leader says, okay, go. And at that point, it's all about trust, because you're jumping up there, he's still moving around. And you got to make sure you're right up in Crota's face. And if you're too early, you're going to get hit with the sword. If you're too late, you're not going to get enough hits. And so it really is about trust and coordination on this one. If you're supporting the sword bearer, you need to make sure that you down him quick and only when he's ready. Once he's down the first time, you'll see an orange shield surround Crota. And that means he's invulnerable for a small amount of time. You need to wait until that goes away before you can hit him again the second time to bring him down. You need to be able to bring him down twice in one sword phase. Now, the way this goes is it's 2 sword phases, 1 ogre phase, 2 sword phases, 1 ogre phase, and then you have about a minute before he goes enraged. So you need to be able to take him down before he hits that enraged, because if it takes that long, you pretty much are going to have to wipe, because the enrage is almost impossible to beat at that point. Now, if someone is downed, an oversoul will appear behind Crota. It's so massive you literally cannot miss it, and you just have to shoot it until it goes away. If you don't shoot it and it ends up activating, everyone's dead. So that is your priority once someone gets downed. So when the ogres come out, you really need to focus on the ogres. Those are really important. You need to be able to down them before Crota moves back to the center. Because this is all about time. This is all about getting things done as quickly as possible, as well coordinated as possible. So you really need to lay into these ogres. And they do take a bit of damage. If you're the sword bearer and you have rockets, I recommend that period of time using your rockets. While it's not shown here, that was something that I adopted later on in later playthroughs, especially during this week. I guess the only thing I haven't mentioned so far is that as the sword bearer, the combo attack is R1, R1, R2, and then if you have enough time, you can get a second R2 heavy attack in. So you should have enough time, if you're perfect, to do the R1, R1, R2 combo and then the R2. If you're too late, you can probably get a couple R2 heavy swings in before you have to jump out. You really have to jump out of the area. He will chase you. He's faster than you. He's faster than anyone can run. So you need to make sure that you jump off the second floor. And if he manages to run over to the right, there is a little platform in the middle of the ground floor that you can jump on and it'll get you up there. And at that point you just have to hide behind the door to make sure that he doesn't come after you. I wouldn't recommend fighting him on the right. He does eventually move back to the center. But if you're running out of time, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Other than that, I'm going to let both playthroughs kind of finish up here. The top one was finished early. That was the one where my friend Ryan was swinging a sword. And I think I got the Raid sniper rifle on that one. You can't really see it because it's kind of small. In the second playthrough, I ended up getting the rocket launcher, and I think I have a little something at the end here that was kind of funny. We all recorded it. You can find it on the activity feed through the Xbox One stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something about the Raid, and yeah, prepare to be frustrated a little bit, but it's fun, it's quick, and I think it's worthwhile. So I will see you later.